put a little tape on your feet. You're going to warm up. You're going to have enough time. Do you mind if you stand and we'll just look at your feet when you're standing, and then we're going to look at them when they're taped. Okay, so what we want to do, is move the big toes over. We want to get them straighter. The straighter the big toe is, the longer your stride's going to be. You can see how the left foot is really collapsing in. Just keep your weight on your feet and kind of do a knee bend. There you go. Just load the feet so we can see even more straining right in here. And this is where we're going to change that alignment. When this is supported better, the physical forces go vertically, not to the inside of the shin.
What are you going to see with the toe? Because we can see your toe.
And we're going to move the toe over. We're going to bring it over and make it straighter. We'll do your left foot. This little growth here, that happens in these tendons that are basically getting overstrained. As she overpronates, the tendon is getting loaded because these tendons are basically holding the foot up. But the more the physics is driving the foot down, you create the strain right into the tendon. This is not calcium. This is all a soft tissue mass, but it is something that's contributed by her foot being flatter than it should be. So when we give her foot the support, we're going to take the strain off of that tendon and stop that whole process of degeneration and now that tendinosis.
With that little bump.
Yeah, it's a tendinosis, and it's in the extensor tendon there. But it's fixable. So you pull up on the inside, tighter than on the outside. So the tape's loose underneath, and right when we come up here, we pull it a little bit tighter. We do a couple straps around the heel, loose on the outside, pull the tape tighter on the inside, because we're holding the arch up.
Should I put my foot anyway?
No, your foot,
keep it relaxed.
Just keep your foot relaxed. I'll do all the work. And then one last piece to hold them all together. And now you can already see how the toe is moved over. When you stand, we'll see how it's even straighter. So we're going to do the same thing to the right one. Okay. And we'll pull up on the inside. 2 straps again on the ball of the foot. And then 2 around the heel. Again, pulling tighter on the inside. This tape works about 40 to 50% as well as a good orthotic will. So it really has a benefit that hasn't been explored very much in the track and field, in the running communities. Okay, and especially in here, can you feel how?
I can feel the support of my arches.
And can you tell how much straighter the toes got?
Yeah.
The big toe. They both got. This one still is a little more deformed, so it's not quite as straight as the right one. The right one got better, but the arch support here is evident. Bend your knees, Laura. Let's just see. When she loads the feet, you can see there's less straining on the inside here, but still you can tell she could go with more. That's why an appliance underneath there, like an orthotic, will definitely make that additional improvement, where the tape by itself can. That,
you can
feel
see,
how that
you can see
gives you more.
the gap in the toes, especially.
Right, and that even makes that toe a little bit straighter. Okay, so let's go ahead and put your shoes on, and then we'll let her take a few strides.
So can you feel a difference, Lori?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Feels much more supportive.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, you want to get to where if the taping is working, it does show that you need to be in an orthotic.
Yeah.
And we have an over-the-counter orthotic, the VS, Dr. Paul's orthotic. Over the counter is just a $40 orthotic.
All right, so
now,
can you feel all that support? On a scale of 1 to 10, the tension on the top of the foot should be about a 7 or an 8. 10 being the max.
On top of?
Yeah. Do you feel that taping? So you don't even feel it being that tight. So normally I'd say if it's an 8, that's a good starting point. If it's only maybe, a 5 out of 10? Yeah, then it's not even something I'd be that concerned with. It's gradually going to get looser. In the next 20 minutes, it'll be 50% looser. That's why sometimes I like to have it even tighter to start with, so by the time you do compete, it's going to be a little bit more comfortable, but not enough to be a nuisance. But let's see some of your strides, especially since you've never really had them taped. It's not a bad idea to stay with it, with this kind of tension level for the first time anyway.
Okay.
But let's see how you feel. Can you tell already how it gets you to the ball of your feet faster?
It does, yeah. It feels like my heels are almost lifted.
Right.
But what was that? What was it? Feels like what?
My heels are almost lifted. It feels like my heels.
When you're landing more in the middle part of your foot already.
Yeah.
And that's what you'll feel when you take your stride. Go ahead and stride down to that big beam and back. When you get somebody like that running, she's got great mechanics. And that's why it's amazing, that more people don't understand how much this foot taping does. Yeah, Geez, this is a tremendous improvement. That's
You
a
feel
wow.
on balls of my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have very good mechanics to begin with, and this is just an enhancement to what you already have. You can tell. Yeah, that you want this more, and really the orthotic eventually will be double what that support is. Plus, you'll get the springboard effect, so you'll actually get the ability to have a longer stride just from the plastic being underneath you. It's legal.